Great. Okay, hello and good afternoon, judges. Thank you so much for having us here today. Let us tell you this. Within the next 10 years, we can transform every single farms on this planet to power and feed the people. We have a living system where energy and crop generation can sustain each other. And we call this dual farming. Most farms nowadays rely heavily on electricity for irrigation, automation, and lighting. But majority of these farms still has no access to electricity or has unreliable access to it. So we spoke to a farmer with a 100-acre farm, and he has the same issue. The only place with energy is these two small highlighted areas. And even then, he spent more than $15,000 just to pull the cables across his farm to power them. So we asked the farmer, why don't you use renewable system like solar? He told us that this renewable system in Brunei has extremely high upfront costs and an even higher maintenance fee. He told us it's just not worth it. And this inaccessibility to farms, of electricity in farms is actually slowing food production worldwide.
And if global food demand set to rise by 70% in the year 2050, agricultural energy needs rise alongside it. We are running out of time, and so we pose the question, what if farms could generate the power that they needed for free?
Introducing DualFarm! DualFarm is a smart farming system where the crop generation can actually create energy, and this energy can be used to maintain the crops. And we have an AI that acts as the brain to monitor everything. It's a self-powering, self-monitoring system that starts from one simple innovation. This is an earth battery. It's a technological device that can harvest electricity from the soil itself. And during power outages, this earth battery can still run strong. And our prototype here has been running for 2 days ever since we arrived in Taiwan. And we also have a model back in Brunei that has been running continuously for every single day, every single night, non-stop for nearly up to a year. And our power output remains stable at 80 volts. The only maintenance that we did was just to spray it with water. Now, what's even more interesting is that earth battery can also work in water-based media, meaning that it's also suitable for agricultural setups like hydroponics and aquaponics.
This led us to our hypothesis that the earth battery can work on real farms, as all the earth battery needs to function is water and soil. And where else is there soil but farms? But of course, we didn't just stay in the lab with this hypothesis. We actually went out and visited everything from conventional farms to smart farms and even hydroponic farms. And we found out that they all had something in common. They all used a system known as compartmentalized farming, which is perfect because this is the exact layout that the earth battery needs to function, making our hypothesis a reality and proving that we can implement dual farm in the present right now.
That's right, and we spoke to a farmer who shared a major issue they have with us, specifically in their irrigation system. In their irrigation system, they use solenoid valves, which use short bursts of power for a very short amount of time. But if he were to do another farm expansion, he would have to spend another $15,000 just to power these small devices. So he told us, if DualFarm can power each valve locally, they will want this for their next farm expansion. And this is where DualFarm shines, because where there is soil, there is power. And this shows how DualFarm is already solving real-life, actual expensive problems.
To put it into perspective, imagine a medium-sized greenhouse with 1,200 plus pots. For just 460 US, we will be able to power this farm, everything from timers to the watering system and even the cooling system. We can power it not for a day, not for a year, but forever, for free.
For DualFarm is not only just an energy generator. Those tiny voltage fluctuations that you see, they are also data, meaning that our electrodes can act as bioelectric sensor, not one that consumes power, but one that produces it instead. So how does it work? Let's say when the soil is dry, the voltage decreases. But when the crops is thriving, there's an increase in microbial activity and the voltage increase. So whenever there's an environmental change, the electrical pattern shifts, and that acts as the soil's voice. And over time, as more data is collected, our AI is trained on this. So it will be able to predict the soil needs before the farmer even notices. And as you can see, this is our prototype demo here. When there's a decrease of 15 volts to 5 volts, it reflects real-life issue, which in this case is dry soil. So the AI will learn to respond to it appropriately, such as triggering automatic irrigation. So this solves the issue. From one response such as watering and adding fertilizer, it increases the plant's health, improves the plant, and increases energy generation. So one detection, one response, help me solve the problem for two.
The same electrodes that generate electricity also add a second layer of bioelectric sensing. Traditional sensors rely heavily on mains electricity, which means if there's a power cut, everything stops. But DualFarm AI never stops because the power comes from the soil itself.
That's right. So the DualFarm energy does come from the soil itself. And as you can see here, Earth battery is not a brand new concept. But what makes our approach different is that we didn't copy and paste. We designed and tested thoroughly to make Earth battery also a bioelectric sensor that's scalable, compact, and easy to maintain. Meaning that as your farm grows, DualFarm grows with you. Now, let's be clear, DualFarm is not here to replace renewables. Instead, we're here to strengthen them. Because the three major renewables, hydro, wind, and solar, remains as the big three, the optimal solutions for high-power devices. But DualFarm fills the opposite gaps. The low-power devices always on, because we run 24/7 and we never stops. So let's say when you pair DualFarm with another renewables, like solar panel, we can take care of the lighter loads, like lightings and sensors. So solar panels can finally focus on the heavier loads like refrigeration and pumping. This creates a more stable, closed-loop hybrid system that's efficient and perfect for the farms. In DualFarm, our Earth battery electrodes is connected to a microcontroller, and this microcontroller runs the DualFarm AI model. And whenever there's a voltage fluctuations, the AI model will then detect it and analyze the voltage fluctuations and carry out the appropriate response. So high-tech farmers love our bioelectric sensing layer because it's a sensing layer that runs for free. It's also a second verification layer. The rural farmers love the energy generation aspect because this decreases their use of energy, puts them at a lower tariff bracket, decreases their electric rate, and saves them real money at real time.
Other competitors offer automations and sensors, but they all rely on mains electricity. DualFarm AI is the only platform that runs 24/7 even during power cuts, powers its own sensors, combines energy generation and bioelectric sensing, as well as automatically scaling with the farm size. This puts us in a unique position to break into the $26 billion market.
We have also gained validation and recognition across multiple different fields, from oil and gas industries such as Shell and Brunei LNG to banks like BIBD Allah and local farmers like Tree Lane Farm and Farm Fresh Industry who is interested in DualFarm for their next farm expansion. We work B2B directly with the business owners and the farm owners as well as agricultural organizations. Our revenue streams come from three different places, which is the hardware, the Earth battery, the installations to configure them in a way that maximizes the efficiency, as well as the DualFarm AI software, which is an agricultural platform that combines different smart farming features together in one place along with our predictive AI model.
This right here is our 3-year plan, where in 2025 we will finish our prototype and start pilot installations. In 2026, we'll focus on collecting more data sets and refining the AI. And in 2027, we'll be able to release the DualFarm AI platform and our scalable farming kits. We are here to prove real-world viability and scale globally.
We are a group of high school students with strengths across different fields, from physics to biology to chemistry and design and technology. And DualFarm is a vision that we're committed in developing.
Everything you saw today is thanks to a simple invention called the Earth battery. With it now, every pot can give us free energy, bioelectric sensing, and an AI that grows smarter with each day that passes.
No one has applied Earth battery as a large-scale generator and a bioelectric sensor. DualFarm AI aims to be the pioneer in this agricultural field that's growing demanding every day. So judges, we invite you all to join us on this journey in making farms that can power themselves and a future when technology and nature can finally work together. Because we are DualFarm AI and we grow energy that grows life. Thank you.
Very good.